is still construction work going on outside and I can't help the noise, so there's not a lot I can do about that. Today's video is going to be a chit chat get ready for me. I have class today and I thought that I would, talk to you guys while I get ready. So I'm thinking of doing primary colours, the blue wig, yellow eyes, red lips. So I'm going to be starting off by using my Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Primer Stick. I recently got this and I'm still testing it out. For those who don't know, I am a creative writing student at Liverpool John Moores University. I'm in my second year now. I've only got about 3 more weeks left. Three weeks if you include this week left until I have finished my second year. But I still have some assignments due in May, and then after that I've officially finished my second year. Next I'm going to be using my Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Next month will be my 1 year anniversary with my partner, which is totally crazy to me as this is my first relationship. Crazy because I had a friend in college who made a New Year's resolution of that year in college that she was going to get a boyfriend, and a couple of weeks later she did. At the beginning of last year I decided to make the same resolution, like kind of as a joke, like, oh, this year I'm going to, get myself a partner, for the first time. And then lo and behold, he arrived in my life. My foundation looks a little pale right now, but it will oxidize darker, so it's all good. I guess I should talk to you guys about what my course is really about. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I am a creative writing student, and a lot of people have misconceptions about that. I know that a lot of people did when I started university, that all I'm going to do is just sit around and write stories all day and it's going to be all fun and games, but it's a lot more than that. I know a lot of people when I came to university, since I'm only in class for 9 hours total in a week, that people thought it was a waste of my time and energy and didn't see the point. My lecturers believe in finding creativity outside of the university. They don't want us to be, sat in like 4 walls for hours on end trying to write something when we could go out into the real world and find inspiration out there. But I also have to write critical analysis and essays. So an essay I had not long ago was I had to look at 2 opening chapters of a novel, and I had to read as a writer. So essentially what that means is I had to read them and look at what craft techniques they have used to help further progress the story, and inspiration ideas that we could steal that we think would work well in our novels. From your second year you get to pick your modules, and I have mostly picked prose modules, as I've always, since I was 11, wanted to be an author, but I've found recently at university that I am quite into poetry. If I could go back in time to my high school, college self and tell her, like, you'll actually enjoy reading poetry, writing poetry, she'd probably laugh in my face, because I absolutely used to hate poetry. Lately I have not been into putting pomade into my eyebrows like I used to. I just kind of use an eyebrow tint and just brush them up so they look kind of crazy, but I think it looks kind of cute. Next year is, unless I take a master, my last year in university, which is really crazy to me. The fact that I'm in university in itself is just crazy to me, as there was a period in my life where I didn't think that I would even make it to university, because I didn't think that I would be alive long enough to see this, let alone see 20. And now I'm here and I've nearly completed my 3 years, and it's just crazy that, after next year I'm going to be out in the real world and have to get a job, and it's just existential crisis mode basically. What else? Yeah, I've already chosen my modules that I want to take for next year. Again, they are mostly prose and poetry. Me and my friend V, who you've seen on my channel before, have applied to run this group called In the Red here in Liverpool, and basically it is my university like driven project, and we'll get marked and assessed for it. Basically hold open mic nights for people, so they can come and read their stories, read their poetry, perform music. We then get to produce and publish a magazine at the end of the year, and I'm really excited, and I really hope that we get it. It's been something that we've both wanted to do since first year and we were attending, so fingers crossed. Next, I'm going to be going into my really busted NYX Brights palette. I've used this for so long. I love it so much. All the colours are so bright. I used to use this for my eyebrows when I had coloured hair. You've seen the green hair on this channel, and I'm going to be starting off by using this like orangey yellow in my crease. Yeah, talking about coloured hair, as you can probably see, I have my natural hair colour as I did in my last video. Throughout the years, I've had a lot of different hair colours. I've had blue, pink, purple, black, orange, yellow. And the reason why I've gone back to my natural hair is because a bitch damaged it, essentially. Word of advice, if you want to colour your hair, I recommend going to a hairdresser. Go to a hairdresser that has good reviews, get it done there. They know exactly what's professional. And you know, if you pick a hair colour, say if you go pink and then you want to change it, you need to think logically. Don't try and go to a colour that's on the opposite end of the colour wheel. So like my hair was green, and after green I wanted to go orange, and I showed up to my hairdresser and I want to go orange, which was really shitty of me because obviously orange is at the other end of the colour wheel to green, and the green dye that I had did not want to leave my head. But my hairdresser was amazing and she managed to do it, but I should have realistically gone to blue and then blue to purple, purple to red, red to pink, pink to orange, because it would have made an easier transition as I was going around the colour wheel that way. So while my hair grows out and gets healthier again, because I used to have really long thick hair down to my hips, I've just been, you know, to wearing wigs and buying wigs. Now I just need to blend this out. Next, in the same palette, I'm just going to be taking the really bright yellow and putting it on my lid. What else can I talk about to you guys? How are you doing? You all okay? Let me know in the comments. As you can probably see in the background, I have quite a few plants. I have really got into plants recently. Started around last year, just as I was, well, I've always liked plants, but I've never been good at them. I've always killed them. That might have something to do with the fact that my mother isn't great with plants either. So I was just taking her word of advice for plants, and obviously it wasn't the best advice. But recently I've really got into plants. I've done my research when buying plants. My local nursery here called Root House Plants, if you want to go check them out if you're in the Liverpool area. They also do, when you buy a plant for them, they offer to email you a care guide for that plant, which is really helpful. So when you buy a plant from them, you know how exactly to look after it, you know what kind of light it needs. I did have a period at the beginning of this year where I bought the majority of my plants. I still wasn't 100% sure what I was doing. I didn't know where to put them, so a lot of them got burned and lost a lot of leaves. But then I educated myself, I removed all the dead leaves, I found places where they like, and now they're all growing. I don't know if you can see, like right here, this leaf that I'm pointing at is a new leaf on my cheese plant, which has made me so excited as I love my cheese plant so much. It's one of my favourite plants. There's so many more that I want. I want a snake plant, I want a rubber tree, I want a spider plant, I want essentially all the plants, but since I live in a small studio, I can't fit all of the plants in here. I'm wondering whether to do eyeliner or just put on lashes. I'll give just lashes a shot, because if I don't like it, I can always apply eyeliner afterwards. I'm sorry if the angle's different, but my phone just fell off its stand, which is wonderful. Oh damn it, I forgot lash glue. While my lash glue dries a bit, I guess I will contour my face. I don't usually wear makeup every day to university. I just can't bothered. 2 out of 3 of my classes are in the morning, and obviously I'm going to prioritize getting some extra sleep over doing my makeup. Ooh, that's a bit dark. I used to be in a really good habit of I would wake up at 6 AM and use my accommodations gym for an hour. I'd listen to the Magic podcast while I ate breakfast and worked out. I would read for an hour. It meant I had loads of time for myself before class and before having to go and do anything. But then I stayed at my boyfriend's for a week during reading week, and my sleep schedule was all over the place after that because he does not have a good sleep schedule. He is usually up until 4 o'clock in the morning, which meant I was staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning and not getting up until 12 the next day. So it really threw me off, and I'm trying to get back to my routine again. I'm sorry I haven't been telling you guys everything I've been using. I will put them all in the description if you want to know what I've used on my face, because I know I really appreciate it, especially, you know, being vegan and cruelty free and being a vegan and cruelty free channel. I really appreciate when channels put in the description what they've used, so I can tell, you know, oh, that's vegan, that's cruelty free. So it gives me new recommendations of things that I can buy. I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm so used to just wearing eyeliner with all of my looks. I'll probably put some eyeliner in the middle corner, the inner corner here, just to make it look a bit more natural. I think the reason that I always wear eyeliner when wearing lashes is I'm pretty shit at applying lashes. When I wear eyeliner, it kind of hides that I'm not great at applying them. While they dry, I'm going to apply some highlighter. I'm going to use this blue colour. Yes, the lid broke off and my highlight palette janky, but again, I'm too broke to afford bougie stuff, so usually I would do the whole set and spray thing before you apply powder, but I've run out of that too. So I was thinking of filming a what I eat in a day as a vegan university student, because I didn't see a lot of them when I moved to university, because I knew that I was going to be on a stricter budget than when I was at home. So if you guys would like to see that, let me know. I know it can also be helpful inspiration for people too. Far away, the lashes look okay. I'd say they look okay. They look okay on the screen to me, but you guys might think differently. Up close, a different story. So I'm just gonna use some of my NYX Epic ink liner to just do the inner corner slightly. Next, I'm going to be applying a red lipstick. This is really old lipstick because it's a Little Mix collab lipstick, and this is in Leigh Anne. Oh, it's collection. Does anyone else follow sell by dates on makeup? No, I don't. Being broke as hell. Makeup for me, it probably helped my skin a lot more if I followed sell by dates, but for me, and I know for a lot of people I know, the sell by date is when it's used up. I obviously won't use it if it smells funny or looks funky. For me, if it smells fine, looks fine, applies fine, you know, I don't see the problem. This is the finished makeup. It's very simple, very quick, perfect for someone like me who has university. I'm just gonna go put my wig on and then I will show you guys the completed look. So this is the finished look with my blue wig. I think it looks really cute with the primary colours of the blue wig, the yellow eyes, the red lip. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me today while I got ready for class. I hope that you have a really good day and I will see you in my next video. Bye!